season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Maxwell, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Steelers at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Seeker, he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Rodgers brings it in.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just start off the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and 5 now. Watson flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Following the fumble recovery. Small. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down. Small. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Maxwell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd down, it's Maxwell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Small. He'll let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll run on first down. It's Joseph. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground.
Joseph. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trucks over him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Small. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
23 yards, the final tally. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The center receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd down. Small. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 3rd down. Small. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Call
calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Deshaun Watson and the Browns offense back onto the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Joseph. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
After 60. Check match.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Joseph. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
On the ball, now. Lead alert.
Back to throw. Small. He finds his man complete. That's Maxwell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Small. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
It's Rodgers here with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, here's Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this... Points were given away and could cost them a ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun. Small. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Maxwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Maxwell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Maxwell. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
They run for it with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run it again with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Maxwell, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Harris running straight ahead.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Small.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, is really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Friedman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Again, it's Watson. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Here's Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
To throw on second down. Small. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down now. It's Maxwell, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On third down, Maxwell, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he finds his man, complete. It's Joseph, and he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Up the middle they go. Maxwell. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 156. That ties it with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns set to take over. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got his man on the comebacker. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 14 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We're down to the 41. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, start.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they feel
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.